everybody, Marlene, aka Snowgardener307. We are here in my pantry because I am making a list and heading to the store. So I need to look in my pantry, see what I need, see what I want to fill up and stock up on before I start my no spend challenge. Now, I'm not like buying a ton of stuff, but I just noticed I don't have any ketchup in my pantry, and I looked in my fridge and I've only got a little bit. So on the no spend challenge, that really isn't something that should be bought. So I added ketchup. I also added Miracle Whip. I've got plenty of mayo. And so I've just looked through everything. I've looked through the sale ads, and now we're going to go ahead and head to the store. Now, when we're headed to the store, I'll go ahead and chit chat with you guys about what I'm buying for, what my meal plan is, because of course we've got Christmas coming up, right? So we've got Christmas dinner we've got to buy for. You guys aren't going to see this until after Christmas, but it'll still be the same week. All right, you guys, I'm in the car. We're headed to the store. It's not going to take long, but I wanted to let you guys know what I'm buying for. I am buying for next week's groceries, as well as, there's the neighbors, as well as Christmas dinner. Now, Christmas dinner is coming together very last minute because my mother-in-law's mother is in the hospital. And so normally my mother-in-law is the one that hosts. So she's not hosting. So I reached out to my father-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, you know, all the in-laws to see what's going on for Christmas, and I invited them to our house. So we're going to be doing ham. I'm going to be doing the Pioneer Woman's twice baked potato casserole. It's amazing. We're going to do green bean casserole because my husband didn't get it for Thanksgiving and he loves it. And then we're going to be doing stuff like deviled eggs and veggies with ranch dip. And I'm also going to try the crack dip, which is ranch packet, sour cream, bacon, cheese, all of that yummy stuff. So we've got that. I've got a big pumpkin pie that's been in the freezer from Sam's Club since Julia's baby shower, so I've got that. And I'm also making sourdough discard chocolate chip cookies, and they're brown butter. So I'm super excited about that. So that's going to be the desserts. I told my sister-in-law, both of my sister-in-laws, if they wanted to bring anything, that'd be great. I think I'm also going to bake a loaf of the bread that I make. Super easy, not sourdough or anything, but just a loaf of the no-knead bread that I love to make, that I cook in my cast iron pan. That is so delicious. And shockaroo, the store is busy. I'm totally shocked. I'm also buying groceries for next week. Now, of course, cooking a larger meal at your house means lots of leftovers, so we do have leftover days there. And then I want to do the enchilada soup. I planned for that last week. I didn't eat it this week because I actually had more fajitas left over than I thought, and my husband wasn't home very much. So I want to do enchilada soup, and I'm going to use some canned items out of my pantry that need to be used up for that. So I will use my home canned ground beef in that. I've got enchilada sauce. I've also got black beans and such that are going to go into that. So that is going to be super yummy. I'm going to go ahead and park really quick and then look at my meal plan so that I can tell you guys without driving. So let's see, did I get everything for... Yes, I got everything for Christmas. I'm also buying at least one thing for the January Christmas with my kids. For my kids, we're going to do a typical turkey dinner, but I'm also making the buffalo chicken dip that my son loves so much, and I need to get a bottle of ranch for that. So that's on the list. And so let's see. We're also going to do the Big Mac salad and tacos. That's it, you guys. So enchilada soup, Big Mac salad, and tacos. That's it. Leftovers, spend for yourself. Eat what we've got. So let's go ahead and go into the store. You ready? Because I'm ready. Maybe I'm ready. It looks like they've got a whole bunch of cheese balls made up, so I might grab one of these, and a fiesta dip, a cheddar bacon ranch dip, which I'm going to make, salsa, guacamole. They've got some meat and cheese trays done, some pinwheels. Look at this cheese ball variety. That looks pretty tasty. Looks pretty all right. I do think I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these cheese balls. I'm going to go ahead and get this smaller green onion cheese ball just because I love them so much, and it is Christmas, and that will give us one more snacky thing to snack on. So we'll go ahead and add that for the appetizers. I still have Halo oranges. They're on sale. That's why I bring that up to you guys. And when I looked at the sale ad this time, I realized that it looks like this sale ad was 2 weeks long. So there shouldn't be anything else on sale that I don't know about. But look at these olives right here that are on sale. You save $2.50. You've got a lemon, feta, and olive mix. I bet that's delish. Still not going to get it. $3.99. Too much for my budget. I don't want to pay that much. Oh, but look at this, you guys. This was not on sale. This 12 deals of Christmas says $12.23. That's today. $1.49 for Grandma Sycamore's, and you can get 4. We don't normally buy this much bread, but I am going to go ahead and get 4 of these. If only I would have known those were going to be on sale. I just bought 2 loaves at $3.49. So I could have saved $4 on that. And I don't normally have 6 loaves of bread, you guys, but I can't resist. And especially since we're doing a no spend challenge, that makes sense. I have not made sandwich bread yet, but I do plan on making sandwich bread. So let's talk about what we need. We need sour cream, milk, orange juice, possibly heavy cream, possibly if they've got the stuff that's on sale. Miracle Whip I told you guys about, ketchup, I need ranch, possibly salsa if something is on sale, which I doubt. And then we need quite a few veggies for fresh eating and stuff. We need potatoes, we need green onions, mini peppers, cauliflower, broccoli, cucumbers, radish, that type of stuff. So I don't know why I went down the chip aisle. It felt like there was a lot of people around me. Made me nervous. I don't know why. It is kind of weird to talk to yourself in the store, but I'm hopeful that people just think that I am talking to somebody on the phone. Now, nobody talked about the Lay's potato chips that I talked about the last time. What did you guys think about those? What were they? Caramel or something like that? Okay, let's go look at the crackers. I don't think anything else is going to be on sale, but let's take a look and see if anything else. Oh, I have hash browns on here too. Let's see if they've got what's on sale. So nope, same crackers on sale. So I was looking for the hash brown potato, and of course I believe the ones that were on sale are probably all gone because I'm not seeing any. We don't eat a ton of hash browns, but we do like to have them for breakfast casseroles and stuff. But they had hash browns on sale for $1.99 for the patties, and I do not see any. So it wasn't a need, it was a want. So let me go ahead and cross that off with my left hand. I am not left-handed, and my list is going to look awful. Okay, let's keep going. You guys do notice that I said I wasn't going to be doing exactly what I'm doing, but I've skipped several aisles already. So we do not need any proteins. Let's see. So we need mostly cold stuff and the condiment aisle. So let's go check out the condiment aisle and see what we can find. See what they've got. See if they've got what's on sale. And there's all kinds of people here. So let's keep you facing the products here. Okay, so the ketchup that was on sale is pretty small. It's the Heinz tomato, $2.69 for that small one. But we don't eat a lot of ketchup, you guys, so I do think I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one right here. This will last me plenty long because we don't eat ketchup that much. This is good until November of next year. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab I was gonna grab some cocktail sauce to have in the pantry, but you have to buy 4. And I don't need 4. You can mix and match, but I don't need 4. You're okay. Okay, so I need ranch and Miracle Whip. And ranch, since it's going in the dip, is whatever is cheapest. But they do have Hidden Valley on sale. I'm looking for the one that's supposed to be on sale. It says Hidden Valley Ranch, $2.49 and I am not seeing any $2.49. So I need to look at my ad and see which one I am looking for. I don't see anything that is cheaper than that. I am going to go ahead and grab that jar of Miracle Whip really quick. Okay, it was on sale, but it was a 3-day sale, so it's no longer on sale. So I just need a cheap bottle of ranch since it is going into the dip. It doesn't need to be Hidden Valley. And of course I can make Hidden Valley at home, but for this dip it's so much easier if I can just grab a bottle. So it does look like we've got craft or we've got generic and they're the same time. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab a buttermilk ranch to add into that buffalo chicken dip. Okay, you guys, no surprise. The sour cream I buy is wiped out because it was 4 for $5. And I love Daisy sour cream, but it's $3.59 for the small one. I just saw that they have one of the big ones for $6.29. It's good till March, so we're gonna go ahead and buy this because we need a ton of sour cream for our Christmas dishes. They have cheese slices on sale for $1.99, and we have that salami and that pepperoni to eat up, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Swiss and a provolone and a sharp cheddar. I wish they had more of this amazing yogurt. I loved the ones that I had. Now it makes me wonder if these ones are on sale too. I'm gonna look in the ad and see if they're on sale because sometimes they just don't show you what they are. I definitely want some more yogurts. I also just saw the Tillamook is on sale 10 for $6. So I might get those as well because I love Tillamook cheese. So we might go ahead and grab some of those. And look at, they have restocked the orange juice. So I am gonna go ahead and grab a couple, maybe 3. They're $1.99, which is a great deal. And it is not a great big huge size, but it's perfect for Bridger and I, 48 ounces. We'll be able to do some mimosas with it and call it good. I am gonna go ahead and buy a couple more eggs since they're $1.99 because I am doing deviled eggs, and so I'm gonna be using my eggs up. So they have some eggnog, but it is $6.49, so that's not happening. I came upon these peppers here and they look really good and would be great for a veggie tray. Let's see, how much are they? Oh, not too bad, $2.98. Yep, I'm gonna get one of those. I might get some tomatoes too, but we'll just have to see. Especially considering one red is $1.79. So yep, we'll be doing that. I need to get some green onions and some broccoli, $1.68 a pound, and I'm also going to do some cauliflower, but I need to see if I want to get the pre-cut stuff. Maybe it will be cheaper. I'm going to go ahead and get another head of lettuce because we are doing the Big Mac salad and we are doing tacos, and both of those called for a head of lettuce. So we're going to go ahead and grab one more of those. And I see that the hot house cucumbers are on sale for 68 cents, so I'm going to grab one of those. I still have carrots, so let me grab one of these. I do enjoy buying the hot house when they're on sale. It seems like they last longer, so if you can get more out of it, then that's even better. I was thinking about getting some little grape tomatoes, but they're 2 for $4. And it seems like a lot of times when they're on the trays, people just don't like them as much. I am going to go ahead and get a couple more tomatoes for tacos and such in the future. And so these tomatoes right here look amazing. I'm going to go ahead and grab them. I still have mushrooms to put on my tray as well, so I don't need any of those. I still have the salad kit that I'm going to eat for dinner tonight, so I don't need a salad kit. I am going to go ahead and grab a couple bananas just for me to eat. I don't eat them all the time, but every now and then I want a couple bananas, so I'm going to grab those, and then let's go check out. I am back to my house. We have got some good groceries, a good haul, good prices. And you guys, I don't have much counter space because I am canning chicken broth. If you want to see that video, you'll have to go check out my Vlogmas on my newest channel, Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307. So let's go ahead and talk about what I got. I told most of you what I was getting and why in the store, right? So I went ahead and grabbed a couple gallons of milk. They were $2.99 if you bought two. They're good till January 9th. I'm going to be using some of them for cooking and such, and if I have to, I'll go ahead and freeze one. Then I went ahead and grabbed another bag of red potatoes for $1.88. And the reason why I grabbed another bag is I am going to use an entire bag in the loaded baked potato casserole by Pioneer Woman. And then I did show you guys my hunt for condiments. So this is pretty small, but like I said, we don't use much ketchup anymore. So I'm happy to have a smaller bottle. I don't need a huge bottle sitting in there. So $2.69 for this, $2.99 for this ranch. This will be going in the buffalo chicken dip, and then $3.99 for Miracle Whip. The only problem is the Best By date is not that far out. I find that in my store all the time for Miracle Whip. Is that something you guys have a problem with? And then I got 3 things of Simply orange juice right here, and I got the pulp free. That's just what I prefer, and they're $1.99. So I am going to be freezing at least one of these, if not 2 of them. When you freeze things like this, you want to make sure that you open it and pour some of it out so that the bottle doesn't crack and you don't make a great big huge mess. And then I went ahead and grabbed 2 dozen eggs for $1.99 each. Then you guys saw me find the Tillamook yogurt. I hope I like it because I got 10 of them. I got 4 raspberries, 3 peach, 2 strawberries, and 1 vanilla. They were 60 cents a piece. I went ahead and splurged and got a green onion cheese ball for $5.63. Of course, I could make this cheaper, but for at this point, it's ease sakes. And I went ahead and grabbed that big thing of sour cream for $6.29. I also grabbed the 4 loaves of bread that I did not need for $1.49 a piece. So these will all be going into the freezers. And then we went ahead and grabbed 3 packages of cheese for $1.99. For snacking and for sandwiches, I grabbed a Swiss, a provolone, and a sharp cheddar. And then we have got veggies. Some of these we're going to be eating throughout the week, but some of them are for Christmas. So I got a head of lettuce for $2.89. I got a head of cauliflower for $3.72. This and fresh mushrooms are my favorite things to have on a relish tray. So that is why I get this no matter what the price. And then they had what they called the stoplight of peppers for $2.98. A single red pepper was $1.79, so that was a no-brainer. And look at the size of that red bell pepper. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've got to look at the prices off of my receipt for this. You guys, I did get bananas, and I did write on the banana skin, 38 cents. They had a sale on the bananas, so I saved an extra 24 cents because they were only 48 cents a pound. My tomatoes were $1. I know that. They all fell off the vine as soon as I pulled them out of the bag, and I'm fine with that. I went ahead and grabbed some radishes. And the radishes were how much? Radishes were $1.03, $1.99 a pound. I went ahead and grabbed a couple broccoli crowns. And these, of course, are for fresh eating as well for $1.23. Grabbed 2 bundles of green onions. And the green onions were a little bit spendy. They were $1.49 each, so $2.98 in green onions. And then I got another hothouse cucumber. And the cucumber was 68 cents. And you guys, I think that is everything in my haul. I already told you what my meal plan was. I already told you what my plans were. So let me go ahead and tell you guys how much I spent. For my groceries today, I stayed well under budget. I give myself $100 a week for groceries. And I also usually give myself $50 for my prepper pantry. So for example, 4 things of white bread obviously are not for 1 week. But I only spent $74.22, so I'm pretty dang happy with that. I've got some things for the prepper pantry to help get us through the no-spend month, and we have also got some stuff for Christmas. Until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why